Good day, everyone. Today, we're going to learn about different kinds of currencies that the Banco Central ng Pilipinas BSP deals with. We'll look at convertible and non-convertible currencies. It'll be interesting, so let's start. Convertible currencies. United States, US dollar. Let's start with the US dollar. It's like the most important currency in the world. It's the official money of the United States, and more of it is traded than any other currency. It's used as a standard for many other currencies. Right now, at the BSP, $1 is worth 58.9 Philippine pesos. The value of the US dollar depends on many things. Economic data about how well the US economy is doing, the interest rates set by the Federal Reserve, and how stable the US political situation is all matter. Japanese yen yuan. Next is the Japanese yen. It's the official currency of Japan and the third most traded currency in the world. When the economy is not doing well and there's a lot of uncertainty, people often think of the Japanese yen as a safe currency. The Bank of Japan can change the yen's value by using monetary policy. Now, at the BSP, one Japanese yen is worth 0.3826 Philippine pesos. United Kingdom, British pound sterling. Now, let's talk about the British pound. It has a long history and is still important today. It's the official currency of the United Kingdom. The Bank of England decides the interest rates, and this affects the pound's value. Also, how well the UK economy is doing and how stable the UK political situation are important. At the BSP now, one British pound is worth 75.06 to 3 Philippine pesos. Hong Kong dollar HK. The Hong Kong dollar is linked to the US dollar. This makes it stable. That's why it's popular for trade and investment in Asia. The Hong Kong Monetary Authority makes sure the currency supply is right and it stays stable. Right now, at the BSP, one Hong Kong dollar is worth 7.436 for Philippine pesos. Switzerland, Swiss franc CHF. The Swiss franc is known for being very stable and reliable. People often choose it when there's a lot of uncertainty in the world. The Swiss National Bank manages the currency to keep its value stable against inflation. At the BSP, one Swiss franc is worth 66.7799 Philippine pesos. Canada, Canadian dollar. See the Canadian dollar, or loonie because there's a picture of a loon on the $1 coin, is affected a lot by Canada's natural resource exports, especially oil. It's also related to the US dollar in the foreign exchange market. Now, at the BSP, one Canadian dollar is worth 41.8311 Philippine pesos. Singapore dollar. The Singapore dollar is stable and is traded a lot in the foreign exchange market. The Monetary Authority of Singapore manages the currency supply and the exchange rate policy. At present, one Singapore dollar is worth 43.9295 Philippine pesos in the BSP. Australian dollar. The Australian dollar is one of the most traded currencies in the world. Its value is affected by commodity prices because Australia exports a lot of natural resources. In the BSP, one Australian dollar is worth 38.626 for Philippine pesos. Kuwaiti dinar KD. The Kuwaiti dinar is one of the highest valued currencies in the world. It's linked to a group of currencies we don't know all the details, and it's very connected to the oil industry. Oil is very important for Kuwait's economy, so when the oil market changes, it affects the Kuwaiti dinar. In the BSP, one Kuwaiti dinar is worth 180.0550 Philippine pesos. Brunei dollar B. The Brunei dollar can be used like the Singapore dollar. The Brunei Monetary Authority manages the currency, and its value is affected by Brunei's oil and gas exports. In the BSP, one Brunei dollar is worth 43.7631 Philippine pesos. Indonesian rupiah RP. The Indonesian rupiah has a lower value compared to some other currencies. Its value is affected by Indonesia's economic policies, how high the inflation rate is, and its trade balances. In the BSP, one Indonesian rupiah is worth 0.0037 Philippine pesos. United Arab Emirates, UAE dirham AED. The UAE dirham is the official currency of the United Arab Emirates. It's linked to the US dollar, which keeps it stable. In the BSP, one UAE dirham is worth 15.7376 Philippine pesos. Saudi Arabia, Saudi Riyal SAR. The Saudi Riyal is linked to the US dollar. which makes it stable. Since Saudi Arabia is one of the biggest oil producers in the world, the real's value is closely related to the price of oil. Right now, at the BSP, 1 Saudi Riyal is worth 15.391 for Philippine pesos. Non-convertible currencies. Brazilian real are. The Brazilian real has been around since 1994, when it replaced the Cruzeiro real. It's divided into 100 centavos. The value of the real can change a lot because of Brazil's economic situation. Things like inflation and how much it trades with other countries can affect its value. In the BSP, 1 Brazilian real is worth 10.1709 Philippine pesos. Indian rupee. The Indian rupee has a long history, going back to ancient times. It's issued by the Reserve Bank of India and is divided into 100 paise. The value of the rupee can be hard to predict because of inflation and the economic reforms in India. In the BSP, 1 Indian rupee is worth 0.695 for Philippine pesos. Malaysian ringgit RM. The Malaysian ringgit was introduced in 1967 and is divided into 100 sen. It used to be linked to the US dollar, but now it's a floating currency. Its exchange rate is affected by how well Malaysia's economy is doing and the prices of the commodities it exports. In the BSP, 1 Malaysian ringgit is worth 13.1246 Philippine pesos. Denmark, Danish krone KR. The Danish krone is the official currency of Denmark, Greenland, and the Faroe Islands. It's been around since 1875 and is divided into 100 R. It's linked to the euro through the European exchange rate mechanism. This keeps its value stable against the euro, but it's not as easy to change into other currencies as some. In the BSP, 1 Danish krone is worth 8.3363 Philippine pesos. South African rand are. The South African rand has been the official currency of South Africa since 1961. It's divided into 100 cents. The rand's value depends a lot on how well the South African economy is doing, especially its gold exports. Because of the political and economic changes in the region, the rand has had many ups and downs. In the BSP, 1 South African rand is worth 3.53 Philippine pesos. So, in the end, we've looked at the convertible and non-convertible currencies that the BSP deals with. Knowing about these currencies and their exchange rates is very important for many things in our lives, like international travel, business deals, and understanding the global economy. The BSP is important in managing the foreign exchange market in the Philippines. By keeping ourselves informed about these currency values, we can make better financial decisions. Thank you for listening.